Hey guys, RetroRicki here, and today I'm with Little Retro, and with this series of videos, we're going to be doing movie reviews, and what I'm doing is I'm taking him back to the movies that I watched in the 80s, 90s time period, and just seeing what he thinks about the movies and see if they still hold up today. And today, the movie that we watched was They Live. Now, this is the collector's Blu-ray edition that I got a couple days ago. And so what'd you think?
I think it was funny and good. Interesting.
Did you like it? I think it held up today, other than, you know, there were some things that kind of didn't hold up. But everything else seemed to hold up pretty well. It was, yeah, there was some comedy in it. The fighting scene was pretty awesome, huh?
The thing that is slow. It's like
yeah. One of the things that I've noticed that I didn't notice back then is the movie tends to lag a little bit for some reason. Like, I don't know if it's because he was trying to get the whole hour and something out of the movie,
or
but
he was just
like
lazy.
Rodney Piper was just walking real slow, and it did just seem that the movie did hang there a little bit. But overall it's still an awesome movie.
Good.
I mean, it's still an awesome jam pack with a really good fight sequence, which, if I can remember back in the day, they said that they actually were hitting each other in that fight sequence, like because I guess the director said cut, but he kept still filming, and they kept and that's one of the memorable things about this movie is that fight scene is just awesome. The special effects, I mean, you can see something like I noticed that when the lady was talking on her thing, you could notice that the hands had gloves on, like the alien skin was gloves, Really? So I noticed that on some of this stuff.
And just when they're punching, can you hear? Psh, psh?
Yeah, like the old time sound effect, and also the greatest thing about it is, and the greatest thing about 80s and 90s type action films is it's like they never run out of bullets, like right away. They just keep shooting. But then finally he throws his gun, if you remember that scene where, he's going up the steps and the guards are coming down and he shoots his gun and he throws it. He finally ran out of bullets. Like, after all that time running through the station, they finally ran out. Now, to talk about the Blu-ray a little bit.
Did they add stuff to the movie that you didn't see?
No, it's the theatrical, because I seen it at the theaters, and it is the theatrical version. What they did add on the Blu-ray was they added the making of it, which we didn't get a chance to watch because we just watched it. And I wanted to do this video so that way it was fresh in our mind, as we're doing it. It also has audio commentary by director John Carpenter and actor Rodney Piper, which is cool. And it has a new interview with director Carpenter on it, which we'll have to, watch that and definitely the making of it. It also has the theatrical trailer, and it has TV shots or spots and more stuff on it. I really didn't get to look at the full detail of what was in it. But if you get the case, it's a pretty nice layout, and I really like the design. And I'll put a.
I thought it was like a zombie movie
because the way it looked, yeah. No, it's an alien movie, and the cool thing, and spoiler alert if you haven't seen this movie, if you haven't, this movie. What was the year of this movie? 1988. If this movie hasn't been spoiled by now, since 1988, then
Where have you been?
then there's a problem. But one of the scenes and one of the famous lines is when and I think they used it in Duke Nukem 3D.
Oh, that one.
Was when he walked in the bank and he says, "I'm here
to
chew bubble gum and kick ass, and right now I'm all out of bubble gum." That's like a really famous line. And what's that?
You were lagging.
Oh, it's nothing. It doesn't mean anything with the camera. So yeah, it's pretty cool. The Blu-ray is a good transfer. John Carpenter, if you guys don't know John Carpenter movies, he did like The Thing, and his movies are really good. So I really recommend checking out his stuff.
The plot was really good.
Yeah. The storyline was good, and at the time, nothing was like that at the time.
I didn't even know if we were on Act 1 or Act 20,000.
Yeah, the cool thing was, and I was waiting to see his reaction of, when we finally get to the point where he finds the glasses, and he takes them into that alley. Takes the glasses in there. And he puts the box in the garbage can, covers it up. He comes out and he still has the glasses with him. And he decides to, what am I going to do with these? Yeah, I'll just put them on. And the reaction that he gets when he puts on those glasses and sees all the subliminal stuff going on. Which is funny because, I believe like 60s... like in the 60s, they used to use subliminal stuff on everything. Like, you would watch, is what I heard. I don't know if it's true, or the conspiracy nuts are the ones that brought that story out. But basically, everything that you watched, there could be subliminal messages in there.
Oh, like secret messages?
Yeah, like how they had on the billboards and all that stuff. Because what happens is our mind picks up stuff that we don't normally see.
So we will see
or hear, So, if you noticed in the movie, they had that little satellite thing going around. It was saying, stay asleep, stay asleep, stay asleep. That was hitting their subconscious mind. The subconscious. And it was telling them to basically be in a trance-like state. So they couldn't see the stuff that he could see with the glasses. And back in the day, supposedly they used these subliminal messages in movie theaters. And what you would do is you would sit down, you would watch the movie, and it would flash really quick. Hot dogs or Coca-Cola or, it would highlight all this stuff, and it would make you want to go to the concession stand and buy popcorn, or, because that's how movies make their money, is from, the concession stand. So, but I think they made it a law they can't do that anymore, but they would use subliminal messages.
You can't do that anymore?
No, I don't think you can do the subliminal thing anymore. If they even did it, I don't, correct me in the comments if I'm wrong on it, but I just heard stories that they used to do that. And basically that's what the aliens were doing. They were using, our subconscious mind, and they were putting these messages: obey, marry and produce, spend money. If you notice, when the guy had the money in his hand, it said, "This is your God," on the money, because people worship money usually more than God. And, it showed on the money, "This is your God," And, if you can look, and there was tons of different, all kinds of stuff going on, with the billboards and the magazine. The magazines were cool because, he'd open it up and everyone said, "Obey, spend money, shop,"
Buy.
It would tell you, buy. It would tell you,
The thing that's also funny was when he looked in the trash can and it was nothing inside.
Oh, yes, when he goes back. If you watch the movie, he goes back because Holly, I think her name was, the girl that he kidnapped, smashed him in the head with the bottle. Oh, sorry, I'm yawning. smashed him in the head with the bottle, and you know,
He fell out the window.
he loses his glasses. She actually sees him on the floor then, and picks him up. You see that later on, but he gradually makes his way back to where he left the box covered in the garbage can. And when he gets there, it's gone. But he looks over, and the garbage truck's there. So he goes, and he, you know, you can tell the rest of it.
He opens the trash car.
The
trash
truck
or something like that. And he goes inside, and there's all these boxes, and he's looking through all of them.
And then he finds the box. He finds the box that actually has the glasses in it. And then all of a sudden, the truck pulls away, and he's like, "Oh crap!" You know.
But my question is, why is the truck going this way?
Well, it's because the thing is, the garbage can lid, you know, whenever he hit that lever, it raised it so it would open. Oh no! What happened was he opened the door so he could climb in. And then once he got the box, then something happened that when the truck took off, it raised.
I thought the other guy were...
No. What happened was whenever the truck took off, it raised up. And when it raised up, he fell down out through the back of the machine. And one of the things, I don't know if I brought it up, but this is the only movie that I know that I can, or that at least that I can remember, especially at this time, that the main hero of the movie dies at the end. You know, spoiler. Yeah, I already said spoiler, but he actually dies at the end, and it's you know, it kind of hurts when his buddy gets killed, when that lady kills his buddy. You know, because it's just out of nowhere. They're getting ready to go up the steps, and all of a sudden, boom, she shoots him in the head. But it doesn't show that part, but it shows her putting the gun to his head, and then
it was so quick.
She puts the gun to his head. Then all of a sudden, it fades into Rodney up on the rooftop, and then you hear this gunshot, and that's to show you that she shot him. You know, which was sad.
I thought she shot another of those aliens.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden you see her, you know, up on the roof when he asks, you know, "Are you guys clear?" And she says, "Well, I am." You know, and it ends up that she killed him, and then, you know, Rodney kills her, and also blows up the actual satellite. Or the satellite dish, and of what is blocking us from seeing all this stuff, and then and then there's this little part at the end where this guy's on the bed with this woman, and what's he say again?
What's wrong, baby?
Oh yeah, what's wrong, baby? and he's looking like one of the aliens. The cool thing is all of them. It's so funny because all of them are wearing like Rolexes. The Rolex is what. Is like a teleporter, your teleporter and everything. And if you notice in the movie, everybody that is wealthy is an alien. Did you notice how all the bums and the people where they went to eat and stay at night, and the people whenever they went and got the apartment room, all the lower class people are human.
Because they
all
were
the rich people, unless you took a deal with them, and like they compensated you, like the guy that was a bum originally, and then they compensated him by making him rich. That's what happens, you know. So if you notice in the movie, everybody that's rich or that is making it in life, like getting promotions and all that stuff, are all, you know, are all the aliens.
So they're basically making them. They're slaves, basically. They're making them build the building.
Yeah, because what they were doing was they were taking over the earth and using the earth. And one of the things I wish they would have got deeper into the actual teleporter in that one room.
I'm wondering, like, what's the shape of it? Like, is it like what's the inside? Is it under a building? Which building was it under? Like, I know it was under the.
Well, it was under the television station. But the teleporter was pretty cool because it would, you know, the guy was explaining how you go there and it would teleport you to different parts of the universe, you know, in different worlds, which was pretty cool.
If they make another one about that, them.
Yeah, I doubt they will, because there hasn't been one made since when this came out, and without having the main actors, I mean, it would be kind of hard. But I would say that this definitely still keeps up today. It was a fun ride. I really enjoyed watching it with you and introducing you to the movie and just having it on Blu-ray. Like, I think the last time, I don't even think I owned this on DVD. I think I seen it when it was out at the theaters. Me and my cousin and my best friend went to see it, and then I remember catching it on HBO. Or one of those channels, like the movie channels. I remember catching it on there. But I never owned an actual physical copy. I always recorded it off of TV onto VHS type thing. And then I would wear that copy out. But yeah, definitely recommend it. It holds up. The fight scene is awesome. If you can get the Blu-ray, I think I got this for $10 on Amazon. It was only $10. So it's well in anybody's budget. It should be because it's only $10. And like I said, it definitely holds up. And I some of it's cheese, but other than that, it really keeps up. I mean, it shows what would happen if it was a police state. Because they basically ran the police department and the city. And if you notice, that guy that was on the TV that was speaking was the president of the United States.
He was.
And he was one. So it was pretty cool.
And then he said, if we keep voting for ourselves, we would still...
Oh, yeah, when he talked. Yeah. Yep, when he talked. So, that's going to do it for us on this show. We're going to try to, do some movie reviews, when we can. And I think that's about it. We're going to end it here. So, all right, guys, you have a good day.